Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know, look, it's whatever day of the week it is, and my face is once again not here. But I'm trying to do a video every day this month, and honestly, it's hard. However, I am already like 1 week down, right? So it's probably possible, maybe. I've got other stuff that I'm trying to do too, and it's just easier to write and record these while the rest of me looks like butt. I have got more face stuff planned later, but mostly when I have time off from work. So yeah, look forward to that. But in the meantime, if you're still here, great. Do you know why? I will tell you why. Diversifying the units in your barracks is important. Or a more fun, less boring title for this video might be something like maybe changing how I play Fae, in parentheses, the truth. This is a lesson I have come to learn a few months ago. Honestly, it's really a 2020 thing for the most part, and it's not something you believe, then allow me to lay the truth on you for just a moment. Now real quick, huge disclaimer. This is not me telling you how you should play the game. This is not me telling you how you should be enjoying the game. This is also not me telling you my way of thinking is right and yours is wrong. I see you sweating, just sitting there, waiting to trap me in the comments with your words. That's not the type of video that this is, alright? Breathe. Everyone breathe. In and out. Seriously though, I've been doing like some deep breathing lately, and it's really helped manage my stress. Like 10 out of 10, highly recommended. What were we talking about? Right, diversity in Fae and stuff. It's important. Diversity in your Fae barracks matters. Do you know why? Well, it does now. Anyway, not so much for like the first couple years, you know? If you had like Fates and Awakening units built up, you were pretty much good to go. But now we have a snazzy new handful of game modes and events and stuff that require certain characters from certain titles. And of course, I'm talking about Resonant Battles and Limited Hero Battles, and not really much else. You might be thinking, so what? That's like two things, big deal, right? Resonant Battles are a weekly gig. Weekly. And when it was introduced, they even bumped Allegiance battles back to like every other week. The scoring is pretty heavily swayed towards Harmonized Hero, but really, like, they aren't essential for getting into higher tiers, or even like tier 21. Granted, you may not always stay in tier 21, but without a good spread of heroes from multiple titles, you're going to have a harder time doing so. And if you're not excelling in Resonant Battles, you're missing out on two very important and rare game items: Trait Fruits and Divine Codes. Also feathers, but you can get those from other places, so really mostly just fruits and papers. Those things literally let you get free combat manuals, i.e. skill inheritance, and change those terrible IVs on your favorite units that you could never pull a good copy of. I'm looking at you, Pirate Tibarn. Same thing with Limited Hero Battles. You can't get the mangoes, but you do get more Divine Codes, and where there are other ways to get them in less infuriating game modes, these are guaranteed, so far anyway, to be a monthly supply of codes. And codes mean free fodder. And you can't put a price on that, because they're free. Get it? They're priceless because they don't have a cost. Anyway, the main point is these are valuable items and you want them, and you're missing them if your barracks are skewed. And truthfully, the realization has changed my take on the game a bit. These restricted game modes seem to be like a thing Intelligent Systems is embracing, and they'll likely do it more in the future once we get some more Harmonized Heroes released and we have more than like 5 Tokyo Mirage Sessions units in the game. So, if they're here to stay, and the only way you can make Pirate Tibarn plus attack faster is by having 4 Sacred Stones units that don't suck, then you gotta conform. That's all there is to it. Because frankly, Pirate Tibarn is worth it. Okay? He deserves it. He deserves the plus attack IV. Give it to him. See, I used to play the game only by building up characters I already liked or had a strong emotional S support with. However, this landed me a lot of Tellius units and all the Cordelia. And yes, I do mean literally all of the Cordelia. And while I could get by with them for things like Arena and eventually Ether Raids, the restricted maps gave me a thumping pretty quickly. Like, hard. Like, literal thwompage on my face. So, slowly, I started building units from other titles and the bare minimum just to get by, but then I started to appreciate other units like Tethys, Reinhardt, Alm. I know, that's a weird one, but like I literally never built Alm. Roy, Myrrh, even villains I genuinely dislike, such as Aversa and Kronya. I may not have appreciated some of these characters in their games as much as I could have, but in FEH, they became more dependable allies and less of the bench warmers that they were when I played their actual main series titles. So in short, FEH actually made me appreciate characters that I wasn't familiar with. And I know that's a weird thing to say, having played, Cypher for a handful of years and things like that, and being exposed to the other games. But it's true, for better or worse, which made me like playing FEH a little bit more than I already did, to be honest. But I was only playing that way in order to get rewards to make the units I liked more betterish. So I guess you could say the real reward was the friendships I made along the journey. Anime trope aside, I don't hate this new outlook on the game that I have now. Mind you, I definitely still give favoritism to certain units. Looking at you, Micaiah Emblem. Did you know Micaiah got a refine this week? Did you know that happened? Because it did. I'm very happy about it. But I like that my barracks have a little more diversity to them now. And like I said, the rewards aren't bad either. And also a greater enjoyment of the game, blah, blah, whatever. All I'm saying is that maybe give it a chance if you're looking to get more enjoyment out of FEH. Because let's be real, it can get a little stale sometimes. And the premise of the game is basically pulling your favorite characters anyway. So why not broaden your horizons and, like more characters that you're not familiar with yet? Oh, and also rewards. Rewards are definitely a good benefit to doing that also. They're nice. Hey, thanks for watching or listening. I'm still not really sure how you're enjoying these videos, if you're enjoying them at all. By the way, if you haven't heard, La Rochelle has won the Promote My 4-Star poll. Later this month, I'll be bringing you a video featuring the La Rochelle I decided to build, and I might feature some of your submitted builds as well if I use them for inspiration or just straight up hijacked your build altogether. So check out the link in the description to submit your own La Rochelle build to help me learn how to build her, because I legitimately have never even thought of using La Rochelle, not even like a little bit. Not even when I played Sacred Stones, okay? That was the Franz hour, all Franz, all the time. Anyway, yes, check that out. If you're feeling it, I would appreciate any and all input that you could give. Thank you all again for watching / listening. Let me know in the comments your preferred way to play FEH, because there's really no wrong answer here, okay? And I'm genuinely curious. Look, comments don't do a whole lot for traction on videos, as far as I'm aware. So I read the comments because I want to get inside your heads a little bit more. That's all. So share if you're feeling inclined. Bonus points if it includes using my waifus of choice. Just saying. I am biased. I am 100% biased. I will never, ever, ever refute that. I have a serious bias. Thank you again for all the support. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and come on back. And until then, I will catch you next time.